Well, hey guys, it's Dave Soltura here, and today I wanted to talk to you about designing your life for the new normal in the middle of this pandemic. The trend we've noticed is that a lot of the economic activity has been shifting from offices to homes, and that is a good thing. And I really, really love that because me personally, I have to travel 3 hours to get to the city studios, work 10 minutes, and then travel 3 hours back. Imagine the amount of time that could be saved if I just worked from home. And the number of commercials, a number of 10-minute commercials you can fit in to 6 hours, that is way more work. That is a lot of income lost. And I know there are advantages and disadvantages of working from home and not working from home, but that's not what this video is about. But what I can say is that I want to focus on the thought that some of us think that once all of this is over, once the curve has been flattened, and there are not that many cases of corona recorded anymore, then people would possibly go back to work in their offices and things are just going to happen as if nothing happened. I don't think that's the case. That's a very optimistic way to see things, I guess. But the way I see it is that business owners have been shaken. Owners of big corporations, owners of studios, in the context of voiceover, have seen the effect of a virus. And now, I do believe that when they make business decisions, they're always going to consider, is this something that's virus proof? Because right before the virus, all of their businesses were practically bulletproof and stable, and they were getting a lot of work in those city studios. But now, where is all of that activity coming from? They're coming from home studios. And by the way, let's not call them home studios. Let's still call them our very own professional studios. That's so much better for branding. So, given that they realize that, hey, there is potential at home, it's something that they could consider in the long run. Now, to give you an idea, in my country, the Philippines, people did not approve of the idea of Source Connect. Working from home was, yes, every now and then it's allowed, but it's not a substitute for actually going to the studio. But in my case right now, like I've booked maybe 4 or 5 commercials from my home studio, and that's crazy because all of that work was work that I used to have to go to the city for. And for me, this is the goal. This is the dream. And it can be yours too. So, one thing that we can do to take advantage of this situation is to actually really over deliver and really show your producers, the people that you work with, that you can work excellently from home. If you haven't invested in your own home recording studio yet, that is something you might want to look into. And yeah, that's basically it. Knock them out of the park. Blow their socks off. When you do that, and they compare your performance working from home with your performance when you were working in the studio, and that they don't see a difference, or that you work even better when working from home, then there's a possibility that you leave that mark, that you are someone that they can trust to keep working from home. So that is just a possibility that I'm considering. That's the way I'm seeing things right now. And certainly it's what I'm experiencing. So yeah, that's my take on it. If you guys have some spare time, go ahead, go out there, market, and still be sensitive, care for people, and ask them, hey, how are you doing? Are you safe? We still have to be sensitive. There was a time that I was marketing at the very beginning of this, still very aggressively. And in one email that I sent, somebody replied, Dave, we're in the middle of a global pandemic. Why are you doing this? So it was offensive and insensitive. But now I guess people have grown accustomed to the situation to an extent. The shock isn't as great as the initial shock, and there have been adjustments. People have been adjusting to the situation. And some of us have already gotten back up from some pitfalls. and are trying to ride back on a new momentum. So I personally see that the voiceover world and even our clients are now back in that kind of a period. And now is a great time to maximize that. So, yeah, take care, have a great day, and enjoy auditioning. God bless.